What's going on, Scorpio? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for January 2023. So in this reading, Scorpio, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and much more regarding January 2023. But before we begin this reading, Scorpio, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Scorpio, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also be greatly appreciated over here, Scorpio. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy and we'll see what wants to come through for you for January 2023. As I'm recording this right now, the sun is setting, and so it might get a little bit darker in here. So forgive me if the lighting starts to change, but let's go ahead and see what wants to come through for you, Scorpio, for January 2023. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Scorpio. Fitting. All right. Okay, Scorpio, so let's start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards for you from the universe. I don't know if you can hear those bells in the background, but there's like a church right across from where do these readings, and it's keeping going. But with that being said, let's stay devoted to the reading. With that being Krishna, devotion is your message. Trust your spiritual guidance when it comes to January. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So you have the wonderful Krishna coming through. This has to do with devotion. I do feel intuitively there's an opportunity for you to devote yourself to some sort of higher vision that you have for your life. This is a long-term devotion that you have in front of you. There's a very big power in devotion. You know, I've devoted my life for the last long while and continue to do so moving forward to tarot. And some days it makes you feel, it's like Pablo Picasso, like I've dedicated my life to my art, and in the process I have lost my mind. And there's good days with that, there's bad days to that, but at the end of the day, at least you know who you are, and you have there's something about a vision that maybe it's a new vision that you just wrote up, or something that you've been working towards. Devotion, you have an opportunity, like there's some sort of purity of devotion, like knowing who your identity is as well. There's also something about devoting yourself to your identity. I love sports, and when there's a big problem with a sports team, what do we say? They have no identity. They don't know who they are. They have no identity. They're not good on offense. They're not good on defense. They have no identity. So what's your identity? Especially as we move forward into 2023, I want you to focus on that. What's your identity? And be aware of the power of that. You have an identity. I am the person who is devoted to my future. I'm not the person who's just hanging around for the past. Now you also have Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance here. So definitely there's something to do with increasing your abundance in a future. Obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. I also feel like there's going to be very pivotal people in your life, and I don't know why I'm getting this. Like, there's been a shakeup in your life where by like the middle of 2023, you're going to be like, how did I get here? Like, you wouldn't even imagine where you're going. You also have Serapis Bay, Ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. Okay, so you know where you're going, you know your power, okay? You know that you have access to the power of the universe. The universe is abundant, the universe is magical, and the universe rewards those who are devoted, right? So just be aware of that. Now we have here the Ten of Pentacles in your opportunity here, Scorpio. So there's something about a long-term legacy vision. Some of you are going to be wanting a family. Some of you are going to be wanting something very stable. There's an opportunity for you to move towards this vision and know that you're worth it, okay? Something may have fallen apart for you recently, an old vision, and now there's a new one coming in. For others of you, you're just building on something that you've been devoted to. If that's the case, stay devoted. For a lot of you, this is a new vision, though. Now your challenge is the Five of Wands here. You could have some sort of game going on between you and other people. You may find that you feel some people are trying to block you from achieving success, whatever that means, whatever that long-term vision for you. I just feel like because a lot of you are going to be so devoted, you're going to be misunderstood is really what I'm getting here. People who like know where they're going and they're not like, there's something about not being a people pleaser that may cause some sort of games or some sort of like fighting between you and other people. Also, the challenge being the Five of Wands is some of you may not think you have what it takes to be competitive and whatever it is that you want to do. So don't be afraid to get competitive. Don't be afraid to be devoted. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. Now, some of you have recently gone through a breakup here. Some of you have a chance to actually renew something with someone, though, as well. I'm getting many different things, but big time energy. You have the Death card, you have the Knight of Cups, and you also have the Star. Here, Scorpio, for a lot of you, the main thing coming through is you gave up on an old vision for your life. You thought you were going to work at this career. You were studying for something. You gave up on it in 2022 recently, I'm getting. And now there's a completely new romantic vision for you that you have to look forward. As long as you can keep this one in the past here, Scorpio, the Death card. You're done with something. Now that you're done with it, you have a romantic vision for yourself and renewal. The Star is about making a wish. You're meant to make a wish, and you're meant to like view life through rose-tinted glasses in January. There's something here, Scorpio, very important for you to not be afraid to like look at the bright side of life and not be afraid to like embellish yourself in that. Really sink into it. Like, what are the finer things that you want in life? Like, really go after that and like almost view your life as a movie. There is something about as well, you know, if you were like being followed around by like a documentary film crew, how would you act differently? Or think of all the people that you really look up to. This could be people who have achieved greatness, or that people who you just feel like they have outstanding qualities. Imagine that they were watching you. How would you behave? Like, would you feel ashamed of your behavior if these people were watching you? Anyone who you look up to, your heroes, or someone you really care, or has good qualities. There's something about that, like really devoting to this vision for yourself, and it's a new vision. Now, some of you are going to have a new love connection coming in because you've let go of one. For a lot of you, this is a new love connection. It's very renewed. I am getting, though, that it's kind of like on and off. It's kind of like you don't know if you're really ready to be devoted, but it's a good thing to have just for the present moment. That might not resonate with all of you, but take it as it resonates. Now, we go here to what you don't see coming, Scorpio. And I feel like there's someone who actually does want a long-term commitment with you. This is going to be someone that you meet for the new in January 2023. You have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Four of Cups, and you also have the Hermit here. A lot of you are going to be going within yourself about how much time do I have to dedicate to this new love interest here? Or someone here, you could have even been around this love interest for some of you. Some of you may still be in a relationship, and you're going to have to go within yourself about, what am I devoting my energy to? Remember that the universe is talking to you about infinite abundance and devotion. So, of course, there's power in devoting yourself to someone in a relationship. But I do feel here that for some of you here who are single, there's going to be someone you meet that comes in really early, and they might kind of mess with your New Year's resolutions plans, or they might mess with this like vision that you have for yourself. Or you just don't know if you're ready for it. The Knight of Pentacles is about slow-moving energy. Someone wants commitment with you. So it's kind of confusing, if I'm being honest with you. So you might feel a little bit of that, like, where do I dedicate my energy? Something. Now, you have big advice from your spirit guides. Your advice from your spirit guides is you have the Empress, you have the Devil, and you also have the World here as the advice from your spirit guides for January 2023. Definitely something about the opportunity being the Ten of Pentacles. That's wealth. That's long-term security, you have infinite abundance, you have devotion, and now you have the world, which is about receiving something. You're entering a new cycle in the physical world. You're receiving a gift, and the Empress here. The advice is definitely focus on something material that you want. Build towards that. Now you also have the Devil card here. I do feel for some of you, this is about, like, if you devote your energy to a lover here, they actually may get in the way of this new vision for some of you. Or for some of you, you wanted this person to be a part of your vision that you recently broke up with. Or for some of you, it's just a very confusing thing to do with love in this new vision that you have, what you want to devote your energy to. Now, some of you, I don't know. It's a very interesting, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, Scorpio. Let's really get into your reading, though, now and start clarifying what this is about for you. So, the first card that I'd like to clarify is why the Ten of Pentacles is here as your opportunity. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here as your opportunity? Some of you, once again, there's an opportunity to let go of one structure, organization, thing you were studying. Let go of it. It's stale. You want to and build to a new one. Devote yourself to a new one. There's also something about, for those of you who recently got out of a vision that fell apart, I wanted to be a doctor, and then you realize I don't want to be a doctor anymore, but you studied for it, or you were in this career for 10 years, you were married to this person for 10 years, you didn't lose any time. The universe is sacred geometry. The universe is very magical. The universe is very synchronistic. Everything is connected in this universe. Everything is connected. And so many times when people say, oh, I wasted 10 years with this person, I wasted 10 years studying for something that I didn't, that I never thought I would, or like, there's something about, don't think you wasted any time, because the universe is magical, and whatever time you spent in this thing that you studied that you're not going to do, you spent with this person that you're not with anymore, this legacy that you're not doing anymore, and now you have a new legacy, a new Ten of Pentacles vision that you're moving towards. There's something about the universe is magical, and you learned something that you needed, part of your destiny, for this renewed vision, or else the renewed vision wouldn't even be possible without your past experience. So don't discount your past experience. Don't discount it. Don't hate it. For example, for me, I dropped out of college, but during college, I was an English major. And when I dropped out, I was like, well, that was a waste of time. But now as a tarot reader, I draw on literature. I have sharpened my brain through reading. And so there's never a wasted moment in your life as long as you can learn to define it that way. So you didn't waste anything. I actually feel like that's one of the most strong messages of this reading for those of you who are really dealing with a lot of shakeups in your life. There was nothing wasted. You had to go through that. Okay? Be careful of how you define this stuff. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here for you? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Hope you can still see me in this reading. Whatever, you're in the underworld, Scorpio, so you'll probably be good. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Yeah, there's a fun new beginning for you to devote yourself to a new vision. The Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, and also the Page of Wands here. There is a very fun new thing that you're going to be devoting for yourself to, and that's what life is really fun. For me, when I look at, like, when was life the most fun, it's always when I was the most devoted, or when I was the most focused. It's like Miley Cyrus, like, it's the climb. Like, when you get to the top of the mountain, there's always going to be a letdown. Some of the best days of your life is when you're trying to make it to the top, or you set a new vision for yourself, and you can have all of your dopamine associated with taking one step in the direction of this new vision for yourself. It has to do with something in the physical world, increasing your wealth, or a new career, a new skill that you're learning that is going to translate into a lot of security, a lot of wealth, because I feel like you're meant to be wealthy in this life, Scorpio. There's no doubt about it. But it's all about how you define what's happening right now. So, it's something about embracing, devoting yourself to the practice of infinite abundance, something like that, right? So let's go ahead and clarify why the Star card is here for you. Why is the Star card here for you in your overall general energy, Scorpio? The Star is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Hierophant, and also the Fool. Okay, so what this is about is you know exactly what you don't want anymore. The Two of Swords is about like denial, or it's about saying no. It's about being in denial of some sort of Hierophant, some sort of once again, whatever you're disconnecting from, a marriage, a vision that didn't work. Now you're in a completely new direction. You have the Fool here. And everything that you learned when, once again, you were plugged into that organization, that person, that thing you were studying that now you think is a waste of time, it's never a waste of time. You have more, you're more of a complete human now. And everything, the universe is magical. You are meant to apply everything you learned into this new vision. So you have the Fool coming in for you. I just feel like a lot of you might be getting in your head here. There also may be other people getting in your head about like this new vision. And so also this is distraction by love. You know, there was like a long period, and I'm not saying this is not going to be the case for all of you, because for a lot of you, what this is about is you have one relationship going out and another one coming in. In January 2023, for a lot of you Scorpios, you're going to be dealing with a completely new love relationship, but I don't think you see it coming. And there's something about that the person is either going to want to move it too fast for you because you just got out of something, or this is about you not wanting to move forward with it because you just want to focus on this vision that you have, this new skill you're studying. And the reason why I'm saying this is because there was a period of my life where I was single. All of my other friends were dating. All of my other friends were posting on it. I had to look on Instagram. They're all having fun with their girlfriends, blah, blah, blah. And I was sitting there lonely, kind of depressed because I wasn't sure if my vision was going to manifest. But it's all... So there's a choice you have to, what are you going to devote your energy to? Because if you also just focus on love, you know, you can get very cozy in love. I don't care if you're a woman or a man or whatever you are. A fish washing me right now. If you identify with that, that's fine. There's something about here, like, you know, you can get really cozy really quick with a lover. Love is great, but sometimes it can distract you from your destiny and what you're meant to do here. So let's go ahead, Scorpio. I feel like you can't even see me anymore. I feel like you can. It's kind of a cool lighting, isn't it? So let's see why the Four of Cups is here. Because in what you don't see coming, there's some sort of like... I also just feel like this doesn't have to do with love. This has to do with you having doubts about your new vision. Because something didn't work out in the past, you're like, well, why is this new vision? Why this one Ten of Pentacles thing didn't work out? This marriage, this organization, blah, 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 it didn't work out. Why is the next one going to work out? Because that's how the universe works. Because everything is sacred geometry. Everything's connected. Trust me, the universe has your back. You knew what you were signing up for as a soul when you came in here. It's magical. It's not what you think. Now, if you let the inorganic ones program you with beliefs that everything's random, you got fired from your job, and now there's lack, and there's nothing more for you to do, and you're just going to get fired from your next one, and you're not going to be able to... It's like, what are you putting into your subconscious mind? You know, you got to speak things into existence sometimes. I'm going to be successful. Everything happens for a reason. You're at a neutral point right now. You're at a place of death and renewal, and what you do with this new energy is very critical. So why is the Four of Cups here? I get different things for different ones of you, but let's see. Why is the Four of Cups here for you? Some of you just recently got out of a breakup as well, and you don't... It's like you have jealousy problems. There's something wrong with that, especially if you were loyal to someone, and now you see them running around with someone else. There's something about, like, you don't know if you have it in you to just go your own way because there's a hole. There's an emotional hole within you. And that's fine, but let's go ahead and see. Why is the Four of Cups here for you, Scorpio, in your overall? Because this is centerpiece to your reading. Like, I do the opportunity and challenge, but in a 9-card spread, the Four of Cups is the centerpiece to your reading. Why is it here? The Four of Cups in what you don't see coming is clarified by the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, and also the Seven of Swords here for you. Yeah, so you might feel that someone, like, you're going to pull your energy back from someone, the Four of Pentacles here, the Seven of Swords, because someone's just rushing in, or it just doesn't feel right. There's some sort of deception going on with you, like believing like, oh, if I just fill this hole within myself with a new lover, I'll feel better. Really what this Four of Cups is about, the Magician is about you focusing on your potential, activating your potential. Once again, this Ten of Pentacles is more coming through as a new potential for you to build something new. I really feel like I would be careful about just getting involved with love if it's something that is just going to distract you from your purpose in January. And I'm not saying you have to do that completely, but just be aware, have the perspicuity to be aware of this. It doesn't mean you, like, you know, tarot is like the cherry on top of your sundae. So you just need to be aware of these energies that are influencing you. So let's go ahead. So for a lot of you, you have a new love offer on the table, Maybe it's going to like present itself as a rebound option because you just got out of something recently or in the past few months, but you're just going to be like, no. Or some of you are going to decide, I'm going to break up with someone or something to focus on your career, your purpose or something. Now, let's go ahead and see why the Empress is here and your advice. There's something... The Empress is clarified by the Six of Cups. One more. Why is the Empress here for you in your advice? The Empress is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Swords, and also the Emperor. Yeah, a lot of you are choosing to move beyond someone. A lot of you have had children with this person, or a lot of you have had a deep history with someone that you feel so invested with that you decide to move away from because it's the end of a cycle. You're moving on. Clearly, there's a lot of pain between you and someone here. And you're starting to focus on your own vision for yourself, your own legacy, moving out of someone else's legacy that you've created with them and focusing on your new one. Now, you do have the Devil and you also have the World card here, Scorpio. So clearly there's an upgrade for you. I would say focus on yourself here in January. And just really be open to devoting yourself to a new vision that's all about infinite abundance for you. So that's what I got here for you, Scorpio. I hope that this reading provided you clarity and insight, and I'll talk to you next time.